Hey y'all, it's Dana here with Nature Gal Naturals, and I came across some mullein, or mullein as some people like to call it. And this is, a wonderful, wonderful plant, and it's beautiful to see. This is either a young plant or it might be older. We won't know until the stalk begins to grow. You want to use plants that are 2 years old or older, and you'll know that by whether or not they have a stalk. And so what it'll do is a long stalk will come out of the center, and it'll have yellow flowers all over it. And I don't know if you can see, but it's fuzzy and soft. Makes for good toilet paper in an emergency. But careful, because some people will get contact dermatitis. But makes a nice natural teepee if you're on the go. Medicinally, I love this plant. It's phenomenal for respiratory issues, and we use it in a few of our extracts. But the leaves and the flowers are anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, they're antispasmodic, diuretic, they have some pain-killing features, and wound healing. So frequently, if you don't have an extract, this works on reducing the formation of mucus, and it'll help stimulate the expulsion of phlegm. And so it's really great for bronchial issues. So for things like asthma, it can be inhaled. It can be rolled in rolling paper and smoked. Or, for people who don't smoke, the leaves can be burned and the smoke inhaled. And that's a good way to do it, especially if it's kids and you're worried about them, picking up smoking or thinking that's okay. Externally, you can make a poultice from the leaves to heal wounds and ulcers, tumors, and hemorrhoids. What you do is just kind of mash the leaves and apply them directly to the skin and then cover with a clean cloth. Or you can do a mullein infused oil, and that's, can be very helpful for hemorrhoids. You can also make a poultice as a drawing salve for like snake bite toxins. And that would be like if plantain wasn't available, which is just wonderful. You can also work with this by infusing the flowers into an olive oil and making like earache drops, or if you have ear infections, because the flowers are strongly antibacterial. So, a really nice mix would be like mullein with garlic and yarrow infused into olive oil. And you'd put a few drops in the ear canal and plug the ear, and, that should really help clear things up. Mullein's also great with like inflammatory skin conditions and sunburn because of its anti-inflammatory properties. So it helps to calm those inflammatory conditions, especially those of the mucous membrane. So really a mullein infused oil, taking a few drops and putting it on the area, will help prevent infection, and it'll help speed healing. And I like to pair this with St. John's wort to help with sunburns. A powdered root helps to kill the viruses that are related to warts. And so some people, again, this is one you can use several times a day, and it'll go into the wart remover that we're going to be experimenting with. So along with the opium lettuce. We'll be using this, and Mayapple resin. And again, that's something toxic and something we'll talk about in another video. But anyway, back to Mullein. Again, you can use it internally for cramping and muscle spasms, or you can use it externally. It can be helpful for gastrointestinal issues like removal of intestinal worms. So yeah, I just felt like, man, here it is. Let's show you guys what Mullein looks like, and I hope you get out there and get foraging.